Okay, I think we're good. Alright. Hello, it is I, Mr. Novice, and today we are doing something a little bit different. That's right, we are playing Dead by Daylight, Hooked on You. Little unknown fact about me. I do actually like a lot of dating sims and visual novels in general. Most of the ones I've played are on another digital storefront called itch.io, and yeah, like a lot of ones on there are really good in my opinion. Now right off the bat, I'm gonna keep my expectations low. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think this game is gonna like really go into like too much depth. With its like narrative. This just seems to be like a fun. Okay, I lost my fault there. This is it's just gonna be like a fun, I guess like. Basically, I don't think this game is gonna like make you like. It's supposed to like make you like uncomfortable or anything. Like, even though like the main characters are supposed to be serial killers from horror movies, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what to expect from this. Just turn this up a bit. Okay. Oh, and also, just in case things get a little too spicy, we have we have a censor button. Well, it's one I set up in OBS, but okay. Let's just go. Let's do it. I have to move my camera up. New file. Call me Novice. Just like have a look at my options so I can save. And you have 3 pages. Interesting. Oh, we can even change the chick size on the fly. There's honestly not much difference. I guess we might as well just put it on the highest setting. Just for maximum readability. Doesn't seem like my webcam's getting away with anything, so okay, I think that's good for now. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? That's the narrator. Because I can give you a minute, we've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Ha ha. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Novice. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay then, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. To be honest, this is gonna be like very like amateur visual novel vibes, and I kind of like it. Like, I don't know. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Wait, do I have a log? Do I not have a log? I don't think I have a log. That's a little concerning. That's kind of a staple feature of visual novels, is that you can go back. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Whoa. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a string of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming, well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Well, we're gonna dig up that face, obviously. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Oh, a coin. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Why not? Whoa. Why, hello there, I'm Dwight. And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. Okay, so just let you guys know, I don't really know any of the characters that are going to be present in this game, or any like cameos or Easter eggs or whatever. Like I'm mostly playing it from the perspective of someone who doesn't know anything about Dead by Daylight or really much like Western horror, but has played a lot of dating sims and visual novels. And this is for you. Whoa. Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. When you take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive? It really takes some of the fun out of a fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. Okay. Right. Somebody may design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive. Okay. Thank you for this drink. Thanks for the drink, it's quite delicious. You're welcome. Did someone just thank us? Go with it, Dwight. It's only to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. Oh, bloody handprints. Some scratches on it. You sit down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Uh-huh. Ooh, I really like her design. Alright. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. I don't know, somehow I don't think gorgeous is the right word, but okay. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but it's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rushing through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the bowl and pick up this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters. What do you do? We'll just be... We'll be defiant. Say no thanks. No thanks. Damn, what an alpha move. You just became the type of person who says no thanks to a group of... Who says no thanks to group. Okay. To a group of actual killers. No one tells you what to do. Thanks for nothing, I guess? Hunter walks over to collect the ball from the ground next to you. For someone so large, she moves stiffly and silently across the sand. It's hard to make out a suspicion from behind the mouse, but it seems like Trevor might be smirking. Oh. As you try and reach Trevor's face, you realize that the two of you have been staring into each other's eyes for a really long time, even though everyone else is headed back to the volleyball court. Okay, let me turn down this volume a bit. Finally, you can't take the tension, and you look down, breaking his gaze. As soon as you do, he turns to follow them. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents, who casually batter volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Novice. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trevor says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it, it's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Rafe. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Okay. Look, I don't care why this sexual moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Novice, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd, another normal and meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Those are two very different animals. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Probably I'd fly with invisibility. Invisibility. Invisibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Skipping class. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. Oh no, I'm barely the wrong guy, dang it. What's your favorite animal? Cat. Definitely a cat. What? What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl I have some specific love for all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? 3-day-old corpse. Nobody will expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty easy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised by how quickly good meat can spoil, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick a mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor for ice cream? The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trevor. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Rafe. Well, why did you do a sparkle for that line? Hi, I'm Rafe. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big-time idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering. And society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose just to not take part. Based. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots to be fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yes, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Rafe. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, don't want to show off enough. Wait, what do you mean by that, narrator? If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I said we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docks nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Rafe rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about a volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you real serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at the right There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out. Wait. There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. Okay. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? To the yacht. How about the yacht? Perfect. You obviously have a modicum of taste and good judgment. At the least, I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Hold on. For just one moment. It's Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderous Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway. I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do your job. The most you could do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Calder and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh no, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island though. Oh right, yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple of miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. For that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them, not like the other islands. So, what will it be? The yacht. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly, you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately though, this means those uncouth heathens Unfortunately though, this means these uncouth heathens are on my beautiful boat. That's a sentence. I'll make sure to help wash it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a genial host, but what he said isn't even the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made them in front of everyone else. Loudly. They're used to it at this point though, so it's time to get to the good stuff, eating. As the guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's the menu. What do you want served? Let's choose the beef carpaccio. Raw, simple, tasty. Maybe even a little risky. It's beef carpaccio all the way for me. And I'm sure a group with such particular tastes will all surely love it. Great choice, it's my favorite. I guess the Huntress has invisibility powers. Yeah. That's tell you what's happening here. Sometimes it's too cold to start a fire, so you eat what you can, how you can. Gross. Not just meat, but raw meat? Will you be wearing a fur coat throughout the meal too? No, it's far too warm for that, but maybe some fun little slippers. They look like they're floating. The survivors arrived with trays of food as everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy! Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. What you can get is lost. Now! Trevor snickers at your casual use of these lowly survivors. I guess when you've got a bunch of giant metal hooks shoved through your skin, you form a special kind of relationship with pain. True, true. Dwight wipes away a tear. You should have known better than to dope the likes of you. Oh, now I feel bad. Now that the help is gone, the killers. You know, killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today, anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know, that lacks a bit of punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Rafe. He seems to be studying the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who will you allow to steal away for a quick second? You make eye contact with Trapper and he immediately pushes the others aside. You always show promises of perspective, mate. Therefore, I actually like to get to know you better. So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on this island. No one else knows about it. It's to die in. I mean for. It's to die for. It's hidden the spot where I enjoy all of life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worried with it just yet though. Mainly because it will piss everyone else off you. Wait. Mainly because it will piss everyone else off you chose me. I think there's meant to be a sense in there. Man, because it will piss everyone else off since he chose me. I always like to remind him who's really in charge around here. Oh yeah, and also that part about getting to know you better, that's important too, I guess. Everyone put down your appetizers. I'm bored and on my yacht that's unacceptable. Declare. Yes sir. Prepare a libation, something that will impress a new guest. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure we've got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan? Carla? I thought the names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Dell and Christina, you know those two? Maybe they work on that other island. You, Novice, ready your mouth hole. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, just reading in my mouth hole. Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. Well, undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming, and the success or failure of your quest may very well depend on the radius of your mouth hole. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to start the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Guess we'll... Okay. Save here. Oh, what? Whoa. Okay. Away we go! The party never stops. Shots, shots, shots! Perfect. 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 Not bad. Perfect. Casual mini gamer. This whole amnesiac thing is already a lot to take in without also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it, so it's not unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only matched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks? The pressure to perform? The rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame too. Trevor planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking? You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudia usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. It seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Brayful Trickster. Whoa. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected-ster. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. My whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Novice. Real good. Emmy literally can't let Huntress and Trevor sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that. Oh, so I can criticize it even more. Okay. Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends of their enormous 60 arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you'll enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you were serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasons with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat this meat. So that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey Novice, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's going to be a personal aspect, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, this is one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am, with my broad axe, it's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who's this twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all for completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and see actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Novice, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to cut up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours, no hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me cover up dinner? Splendid idea. We hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Okay. Why are you repeating this information to me? Perfect. Oh no. Bad. Ah. It's completely. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy like weapon. Yeah, I see it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner's finally served. For real. Sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting your mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean... Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudia and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mesh stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about Novice. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in the spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is that they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at it, seagull. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Nova's pretty lame. Own who you are, never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you had a real meal, and now you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh. You just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor and god, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you path, or at least our right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Sorry, scene's over and having to pass forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you ask the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like, for the choices that might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. Ooh. You wake up to find Trevor holding a limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Whoa. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. Thanks, I guess. Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you though. So I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up, and I brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can also be thoughtful? I don't answer, because it's obvious Adonis was a pussy. Killed by a boar. Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet, so I'm here to talk to you like a regular human person. And right now, I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating, but I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone else in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. You watch as Trevor reaches into a singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you noticed, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Okay. Would you like to see it? Sure. Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited you're ready to share this with me. Trevor does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you, watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope? Trevor looks at you, a piercing look even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on the strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary. An intended event is scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing it sick. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for our evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share the special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now, I swear I'll be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think you're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia, fuss and muscle back on. You know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows it anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Novice? Who do you think I should go? Oh, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please, pick something quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn to a bloodbath. I choose you, Trapper. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with this catchphrases, will you? I choose you, okay. Yes, of course you want to hear my story. It's a good one, and an old one too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when a slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks and we shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm going to get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so that we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But when the slightly younger and slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father responded with stone face. No, sorry, this is best for... No, sorry, this is best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that. The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town and they'd all think him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or be spotted on the path. So instead he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms, or when they didn't want anyone to see them treading interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it. A sound and odor wafting alongside the pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I did want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday you really would have ended up getting hurt. Someday you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on. Trip looks angry. The muffled tears stopped in the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day he got up early and sat near this tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. Hey, what are you doing here? Asked the Judas. Nothing. Hunting squirrels and sat down to eat this apple, lied the younger boy. Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair. Yes, it was truly unthinkable, answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around. But before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. I'm going to climb this tree, he said. I'm going to make it to the top. The hell you are. No one can do that. And they definitely can't do it by themselves. He had him. I can, and I will. I understand why you can't though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt. I'm not afraid. He's afraid, replied the friend, now seething with shame and with his own rage. I forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you. You'll see I'm not afraid. And so the two climbed and climbed, each making it harder than they ever had before. And they continued to climb. But whether they would have reached the top will never be known. Because the turncoat, the boy who had made his father lie for him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. This was an accident. Tragic for sure, but nothing more. Of course. A month later, though, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call on staying quiet after that. Silence really is best at a time like this. S-word! What about you, Novice? What did you think of my tale? Were you the boy in that story? What a stupid question. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blowing its latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Trapper approaches you. Finally, those dudes are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we can really talk. But let's get away from this ash to smoke and take a dip in the pool. With its water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles to go glistening and not dried. A dip in the pool, the trapper. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him, an offer like that. Just don't forget a little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool. You're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. That's definitely weird. Oh, okay. The small bubbles rising up in the water around him might have something to do with that. Look, Novice, I don't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. Now, do I want to hear what you really thought of my story? What was its real purpose? Normally I would be stuck between picking these two, but maybe I'll just go with this one. Scare everyone instead of shamanites? Interesting answer. Trevor stares at you for way too long. It's like he's looking into your soul, but he sees nothing. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time that it becomes quite romantic, and then as it keeps going on, it becomes downright horrifying. The chill everyone's doing is fine. Finally, Dwight and Claudette show up and everyone is convening and say everyone is reconvening at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait, me. I meant me. Trevor throws his... Sorry, just a notification on my phone. Trevor throws his cleaver at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he even hiding his cleaver? More importantly, what do you think of his little cleaver toss? Laugh. Haha, you see how scared they both looked? That was amazing. Serves the servants right. Clever wordplay. You're right by me. What? Trevor flips you a gold coin, which he definitely was keeping. But she was definitely keeping in his crotch. It's too warm to have been anywhere else. Okay. You feel your toes tingling and notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. You mind if I snuggle up your way? Yes, I do mind. Before we have to spend too much time watching you sit there all alone trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life, we figured to be let you know that it's time for bed. And you're kind of the last person out enjoying the facilities, so the thing is, you see, we can't really get our night started until yours ends, so pack it up, kiddo. Your fireside sleeping arrangements await. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Trevor's story. Are you being led to your demise by an untrustworthy narrator? Hey, wait a second. I swear to you that you're not. Come on, you gotta trust me at least a little more than you trust Trapper, before you can dwell too much on your fate. Claudette and Dwight arrived, the now familiar creepy smile switching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make it comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Other guests on the top. Sorry, when I'm like reading aloud for like long periods of time, I get a little burpy. Other guests on the types who want to rob of their beauty sleep. Why does it keep displaying it to me? As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to pause and flicker. You examine it and decide you might just fix it. What? I don't know which one to press. Let's see what's on this station. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's enough. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you sleep here. Trapper, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Trapper tells you a secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. A heavy bearskin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, I just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. You're a real charmer, Trapper. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear or skilled enough to skin it. You're certainly not either of those things as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. Trapper hands you an entire bear's paw, complete with sharp claws. It's like the most aggro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen. Alright. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes shut. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That comforting rocking sensation? That was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is riffling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake. I wasn't stealing from you. Really trying to get to know you better by seeing what sorts of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with the Trapper right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust him, but... Well, yes, I am saying that. I don't trust anyone I don't have already tied up, so I was making sure I didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. Well, I've got you. You should really consider spending some more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. Alright, in a charmingly creepy way. I notice how fun-loving you seem. If you spend some time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you to the special place I found. It's all mine. Now the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff. That all sounds very enticing. I'll take you back to bed. It's been a long day. Shh. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead and your eyes flutter closed. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all of the contestants talk directly to the camera. Can you blame me for not getting along well with others? I mean, I haven't had a real conversation with anyone since I was a child. I take the fact that I haven't stalled a newcomer for their meat yet as a win. They look pretty tasty though, so who knows what'll happen tomorrow. Hey Dwight, do we have tarragon on this island? If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even a few people I can tolerate I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason I would like them to continue living. For now, one false step in. Haha, well you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Chiron guy. I'm not really sure how to feel about Novice. On one hand, everyone I ever cared about has met an awful fate. So it's probably good for Novice if they keep annoying me. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe could work out for my plan, for me. Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. Okay. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I won't rather a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a 60 bunch, no? And talk about 60, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Are they? I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I would be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the Yellow Island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the Yellow Island, now's the never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell's that? Don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so that they can have that good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you, yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place that gives you a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second, how did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak our turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is. Even in a place of extreme horror, can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review for descriptive of love and or that's to have a fingerprint to. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, I mean vacations, is not easy to do. Okay. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but it's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. I mean, I agree. We want to celebrate those who ventured to bury their souls as part of our creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. I mean, I guess, sure. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can you please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Novice. The last 2 minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on this island? Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. What an encouraging response. I'm so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudia, maybe Novice isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance. They're so clicking. Right now to see how well you respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. Doesn't matter though, Novice. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Novice. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Oh, okay. Would you please sign us a non-disparagement agreement? Sure. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in the verbal contract saying that I, Novice, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Novice, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games results like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudia have gone to a trance. If the crumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining those speech balls. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far, even kill us watching the sodium intake. Wow, this game is like a fever dream and a half. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful, mysterious island. Okay, it looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trevor stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your briefing. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they are doing out here. That certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but is she secretly kind of miffed you? But is she secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand out during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best, not constantly annoyed self. And I thank you for that. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing May has had enough time to work up the courage to speak from the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Rafe. I'm glad the introduction of Novice to our island paradise. And yeah, that was in quotations. Don't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. I'm glad the introduction of Novice to our island paradise. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering. No one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. Oh, I'm asking a question too. It's when will Rafe shut up? And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how this today made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or 60 true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the bullshit. No, stick in there a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take them, put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear, I know that these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you close by and can hear everything. Huh? Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left in the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and then I could hear you. Well, you know. No what? What do you think you were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like fun. You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun, huh? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to get out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? Ah! You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. Ah! My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I've noted all our entry wounds in our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Novice, you're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure that your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A Craigmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true-centered sense of calm. No drama, no BS, just soaking up sun in the heat of the pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing fall, all is going to plan into a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over the screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of chicken with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 PM. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His subs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, pretty but adorable, it makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we get a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the 4th wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Of course it's Trapper. You two have gotten pretty cozy. You should have definitely come with me, obviously. Remember, I have a beautiful little spot for the delightful trappings of island life. I also have some actual traps. Play your cards right and I'll warn you about them first. Also, what's great about my hideaway is that no one knows where it is but me. You've already said that. Not hunters, not wraith, not even spirit. If they did know, if they did, I'd know and they'd be dead, since you can see that they are very much alive right now is all still mine. The kind of place you can really lock yourself away from life in. I know you don't have much to think about, why would you? You can have me, a specimen so fine I can block out the sun. Or you can choose one of these peasants. Speaking of... Before you can decide if you want to go off with Trevor, the rape into dicks. Hey, I know Trevor would say he can deadlift 4 of me wrapped together, but I once pulled a man's skull and spine straight out of his body, so it's not like I'm strong. I just don't feel like I need to brag about it, but I don't want to come off too whiny, so do what you need to do. Tough choice, you weigh your options quickly, because you can only go on one date today and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. So it's good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And they die a horrible, retching and writhing death after drinking it because the lemons are poisoned all along. Sorry, this island's got me really tilted, so who will it be? I gotta go with Trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go. Anyway, here we are, my beautiful cave, the only truly great place on this entire island. This sort of reminds me of the mine from Until Dawn. Welcome, please make yourself at home, but not really. This is my home, and don't you forget it. But please relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place so long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just stay. Stay away from the water, far away. Do you understand? Assume it's a trap. Because it's a little trap and I'll die? Because it's a little trap and you'll die. Our silence should last this long unless Rafe is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly though, stay away from that cave entrance and don't ask me why, you got it? I understand. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at exactly this moment Trickster shows up. Hello there, you sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. Why are you here? And I don't just mean my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Obviously for the same reason we all are. I think, maybe... Actually, I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Rafe what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, as I was saying, oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. So what do you say, Novice? You want to find love with me? No. I'm not interested, Trickster, and I demand that you leave this cave immediately. Why? That's a proof. You haven't given me any reason to. Do you want me to prove my worth? No. No. That's okay, Novice. I'm not in the mood for violence today anyway. This is the last time I'll come to this cave looking for a bloody good time. Trickster smiles and nods before leaving with a wink only you see. Trev is happy, at least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if it's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. Then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us. Even the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone, not sure for how long though. What do you want to do while you wait? Remain perfectly still. You remain perfectly still, standing alone in the stimulant cave. Some life you've made for yourself. It's amazing though. You can stand all that without a backbone, you big baby. I'm sorry. All the same with Trevor as me talking like him. Trevor's back and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Okay. Non-0% chance it's chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle went missing from the pool shed. Well, do you want something to take the edge off, like a skull jammed onto a spike? Hell yeah. You're damn right I do. A proper drink for a stressful day. I was trying to be polite, not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nailed it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed by your enthusiasm. Trevor begins to chug the mystery drink, but before he can finish it, Dwight and Claudette show up at the mouth of his cave. We are so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us. Again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement. There's simply no time to waste. We can only make it on the beach though. This is obviously a very natural, normal thing to have happened right now at the exact moment we need to get you back to the group. This story checks out. You and a frustrated trapper leave his cage. Sorry, we had no choice. We had to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes the edit drama. Oh, damn. Was this a setup? Why is Huntress walking over to you? Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. What the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, comrade. I'm here because I have a proposition for Novice. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than Trapper can. Only an equal amount of hate. But I can offer you two things he can't. The first is fun. He's a miserable SOB, even here in the paradise. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast. You'd be having way more fun spending your time with me. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't. A family. I want lots of kids actually. I'm dying to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me now that I think about it. Anyhow, if you want that too, you should leave him alone and come with me. But you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me? No. How dare you? I chose Trapper for a reason. I'd never leave him for anyone. Good answer. So good you've earned one of these. Ooh, a gold coin. Maybe there actually is something about these coins. Are they possibly the only way to pay your way to Trix's private island? Maybe? Hunter seems less pleased with that answer though. Very well then, but I promise I will have my vengeance for this slight. No, she won't, but only because Trapper is likely to kill you before she can. I have to ask though, do you want kids? I'm trying to think what would make Trapper happy in this situation. I have absolutely no idea. You know, why would anyone want kids? I have no idea. Maybe for the backup kidneys? Anyway, enough of this foolishness. Let's go back to my cave. What a relief that's behind us. I would have hated if kids came between us, Novice, or if you left me for a lunatic in a bunny mask. You probably would have hated the cleaver that came between the two sides of your body though they had played out differently. But ultimately, I'm glad we went through that together. You showed real loyalty, and no amount of money can buy that. Because you showed you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you all my sketches. And this time, I won't take no for an answer. This one is... But I said yes. But I said yes. This one is very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this. Amazing. This looks like something a kindergartner would make if they had been blindfolded. Well, what do you think of it? I'm gonna say it's terrible. That's truly the worst sketch that has ever been made and will ever be made. No wonder you kill people. You probably faked or said their art. I didn't draw this. I saw this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost the spot to Trickster. My sketches are actually good. You really will get to see this one. You really will get to see one soon, though, so long as things go well. Okay. Dwight and Claudette are back at the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine. I'm so hungry I could eat another horse. Another? Another like you've eaten one before? You've eaten one a horse today. Yes. Yes to which one? Exactly. Don't bother, you need to keep on schedule. Hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you too. So much for the schedule. Yes, sir? Either of you want children? We can't answer that. How could we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be the freedom to leave this island, or the freedom to die and stay dead. I'll take that as a no, children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time, unless I forget I said this. Please don't. Don't what? Forget. Forget what? This is a nightmare. Now let's eat. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And it's not just the remaining anxious state from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your little dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Rafe is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. If you're loving a line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you met them yesterday. However, since Hunter seems like the biggest loan sharks you end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderous Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I'm focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know, besides stealing, kidnapping, and killing. Cooking is my passion. Tonight we will be feasting on a succulent scroll appetizer with roasted algus main, served with a side of mushrooms. Those mushrooms are probably poisonous. And alg, huh? More revenge for the alg that killed her mother? If I had a nickel for every revenge of this killer on this island, I'd have some number of nickels, certainly more than a few. I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepped our meal. I even picked the mushrooms myself. Oh, they're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. What, not Russian enough? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Say nothing. What happened between me and Trapper will remain between me and Trapper. Is that real smile from Trapper? My god, this is terrifying. Finally, this is another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. Zwei and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetite. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Zwei and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take a napkin, and dust crumbs off of the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Is there anything else we can do for you? Anything at all? Anything? A manners book, perhaps? It's fine. We're used to this kind of shabby treatment here on Jerk Island. Everyone, if you would be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Time to cook cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately agree how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire's for birth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Rafe's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? They've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or could we play charades? Boggle. Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skulls Steph thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right there, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and does it, you know, pretend to burn us alive? He's not supposed to hear me. Get off your Wraith. No one was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I'm storytelling time. I'd rather not. Why? Do you have something to hide? You're telling us you don't have a single story in your entire life. So sad. Truly, humanity is just crumbling nadir. I just want to hear your voice. Why are you being like this? Be strong. Because I don't want to, and that's it. Power move. I respect that. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer to try and decide who might be the most entertaining. Travis advises everyone by immediately sleeping up and unironically taking an order's posture. There was a young man who loved his young wife, and the child they had gave the lovebirds a happy life. But one day the couple went out for a swim. The mother didn't return. The boy only had him. Some say the currents took her away, yet others say it different. Pointed the husband's way. For the young man was fearless, cunning and smart, and had many goals, both grand and bold. Easier, they'd say, done with a fresh start. A wife with her dreams wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for him, hers drowned in streams. Neighbors only whispered through though the crime so great, for no one ever accused him, lest they meet the same fate. That was different. How do you react to his response? Say nothing. What, no reaction? Really? That's your play? I'm nervous for you after that. I'm nervous for us all. Fear, I wouldn't want you to fake a reaction. Didn't see that coming. These kills are such wild cards. How is your story time? A lot of people would like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost near as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing the series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Novice, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? To answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get away from a romantic twilight moment. So I'm gonna need you to shut your gap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing that we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Why is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident, and you do know that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this blood while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are literally getting blazed. It's enough that these activities had to be sit next to a little fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned around as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs? You're probably tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded no one is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really affects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's actually trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention along with the attention of everyone else is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives or you know, some special products we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you hit off with an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to do it around like this before your time on Murderous Islands comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. Over the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, that's pretty much all that was taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Trapper? I'm glad you finally decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish haven't eaten in days. You arrive at the pool and find that no one else is in it. The two of you seem to have it all to yourselves. Why is the water in this pool always a little warm? Trevor laughs. I have no idea. Now, do you know why I chose this spot for us? It's not a test. You're testing me to see if I'll pretend to be happy while sitting in a pool used by cretins. Why would I do that to you? If I didn't know that by now, I would already be dead. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously, I've been trying to find a reason to kill you for 2 days. You keep just mentioning to avoid your own annihilation, having to start this whole ridiculous thing over. Great job staying clear of that fate so far. Actually, I've brought you to this pool for 2 reasons. The first is to ask you for something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see where things go. Hopefully they keep pointing up. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Doesn't matter anyway. We can't. I mean, we could. I know we could, but we're not allowed to yet. I can't tell you why either. You get what I'm saying? Say no more. I get it, so I will bid you good night. Trevor leaves the pool with a big smile after water inexplicably gets warm again. Hey, wait a second, Trevor. You never told me the second reason you brought me to this pool. Oh yeah, the chlorine is good for washing off blood, especially in those hard-to-reach places. You know how it is. If you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Damn it, I see that those dudes Doug and Claudia waving at us. I think we both need to head to the volleyball court. It's right, drive off and go to the volleyball court. And later, you're really gonna want to scrub your own hard to reach places with actual soap. Chlorine is no match for whatever Trevor gets up to in those pools. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. This because it was? Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over quickly so that, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the internal damnation of perpetual narratedom. Giving you really use your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl, you know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream day and see who Novice chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How around are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Huntress, why don't you go first? I'm afraid what would happen if you had to contain your energy any longer. Stop talking. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on a yacht. Don't worry, Trevor won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Damn, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan that involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's pretty much stuff. Now if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious? I like it. Here, spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you here. Go draw crown out with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries of Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you tend to hang out with Spirit. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I really prefer just to tell Novice privately. I don't really know how it's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Novice? Wraith, consider this for a moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond and maybe finally get off this island. Maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what is acceptable, not only polite society, but within the narrative of this world event, also the larger meta narrative of Dead by Daylight experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why yes, thank you, I'd love to. So Novice, you think of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans crap themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident 60 ladies in River must better stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these sweet options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to some of the peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding about it? Come on, the signs are there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these 60 slices will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's the classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. It's gonna be champ, plus your fourth versus here. Trevor seems like he might follow you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere she floats, and I hear she can disappear, hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I just totally support normalizing me and crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Not just, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is I don't envy you, boss, so much sociopathic eliminating. As far as I can tell, everyone here has done terrible things. Trevor hunches faith your killers. Sure, you're each corporate killing your own way, but that doesn't change the fate that you kill. You've killed in the past, you want to certainly kill again. I get that, I can work with that. But you, Spirit, I don't know what the hell your deal is. You don't seem to deserve to be here, at least on the outside. So what's on the inside? I'm truly afraid to find out, so I'm gonna have to let you go. Were you talking to me? Sorry, my mind was wandering. Has anybody seen where I left my sunglasses? I was just saying that I'm eliminating you from the competition, which I'm just sort of putting together as a competition. Oh, really? Okay. So nobody's seen my sunglasses? I swear I'm just gonna embrace the grandma life, get one of those bands that connects around your neck so you can't lose your glasses when you take them off. Just hang on your chest. What do you call those things? I think you just call it an eyeglass strap, or maybe an eyewear retainer, or you sure you're okay with this? I think you might get set. Nah, I couldn't care less. If anybody needs me, I'll be, I don't know, wherever the hell I want to be. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. Don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Novice when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our limited player home with... their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I tried it. That's right, it's Dwight Tester. Pulled it approved. I would say well tonight, Novice, you are my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You notice there's schedule. And she just saves. But, okay. I am done for now. Probably continue this some other time. Maybe tomorrow. Not entirely sure. I think like maybe like once I've completed like one route or like one ending, then like we'll like go back to Xenoblade Chronicles. But yeah, this seems like a pretty tame dating sim. Like not doing anything like that's not really doing anything like particularly interesting. Just like, eh. But yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you for anyone who's lurking, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.